Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Back open in the middle. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Coming out aggressively. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. The 40.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now, there he goes. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason.
Oh, it's a fumble! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Makes the grab. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Tide with the 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. On target. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. Now, on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to throw again. Got his man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's first and goal.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They want to throw it. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He'll take it himself. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on him. At that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. so they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To the ground with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tide offense rolls onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Across the 45. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
The short hands, it's Beebe. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, the quick spin move. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown time! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long. Now you're set up to fail.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. Crosses to 40. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Tried to buy a little time and then finally just said, let's run another play. It's a great thing for a quarterback to be able to buy time, but he also needs to not abandon his protection.
And some guys do that just a little too quickly. They see a little tiny bit of pressure, and instead of stepping up or staying in the pocket, they flush out. The defense flush him out, get to him, and get him on the ground outside the pocket.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fired.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. After the missed connection, it's 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got him. Sweet spin. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. It's blocked. The pressure got home. Picks it up. He'll try to do something with it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Ball's in the deep ball. And oh picks it up. Finally brought down, but what a... Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Alabama pushing the tempo. With the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? He'll sneak it. Scores on a sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught near the sticks. It's good. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. With the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Harvey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking for space. It's Stockton. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Here's a heat. And he was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, still going. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer. And how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll go back to the air on second down. And it was worth going for a... play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.